What's up, everybody? This is Whiskey in the Six. I'm Rob. Highland Park Dark Orgins today. All right, this sample was given to me by the ambassador of Highland Park, Nick Villalon. I probably butchered the way that's pronounced, so sorry, Nick. Super nice guy, Nicholas. He gave me a bunch of samples to review. Pour out the whole thing. All right, bottled at 46.8%. As we know, the rule that Highland Park keeps is anything 45.7% or higher is non-chill filtered. Okay. We also know from the interview that I did a while back with Nicholas that Highland Park doesn't color any of their whiskey. That's a misconception that a lot of people think because it doesn't say it on the bottle that Highland Park adds color to their whiskey. They do not. Highland Park and Macallan spend way too much money on barrel production to waste that with added color. So this is natural color and it's unchill filtered. Alright? Highland Park is quickly becoming my favorite distillery. I've had an opportunity to try the 10, 12 Dark Origins, and the reason why I put that there is because it's around that age group, but it's a combination, of course. It's a no age statement whiskey. The 18, I haven't tried the 15 just yet, the 21, 25, and I haven't tried the 30 just yet. But every single one that I've tried is incredible, all right? The 18 is fantastic. I have an empty bottle up there of it. I've also done a review of the sample of it. The 12 is excellent. The 10 is excellent. It's still, depending on where you are in the world, one of the better priced whiskeys as well. In Alberta, you can get some really good prices for Highland Park. Okay, and that's where I source most of mine. Alright, so as you can tell, the color is a dark gold, ambery color. Alright, ambery is not a word, I know. Using my Highland Park glass that was also sent to me by representatives that are promoting for Highland Park. Okay. This one is more sherried than the 10 and the 12. You pick up sherry almost instantly on this one. It's also less peated, if peated at all. I'm not 100% sure that there's any peat in this. I can't smell it. I'm not picking it up. When I tried Dark Origins for the first time, I was wowed because it doesn't really taste much like any of the other expressions that I've tried of Highland Park. It's actually very similar to the brother company Macallan, in my opinion. But there is a touch of peat that kind of throws that similarity off a little bit. Not a lot though, very little. A little brininess as well. Because Highland Park's from the Orkney Islands, you get a little bit more of that ocean influence on their whiskey, which is really nice. Some dark fruit, honey, very light peat. It's coming up a little bit more as it opens up in the glass. Raisins, a little bit of dark chocolate. I want to see some like yellow raisins as well. Very sweet smelling on the palate. It's much more full than the 10 and the 12. You can tell it's unchill-filtered. Super, super nice. Very smooth. Nicely sherried. I love me a sherry whiskey, so I'm a little biased, of course. Just a hint of peat here. Very, very little. For those of you looking to explore peated whiskeys that haven't just yet, this is actually an interesting one to try because you get very little. For those of you that like a lot of peat in your whiskey, you probably won't even taste peat in this one, but for those of you that are not used to it, you could probably pick it up a little bit more so than others. It is there, it's just very, very minimal. Get a little bit of that brine, honey, touch of dark chocolate, dark fruits, definitely. A really nice finish as well. It lingers. I'm personally going to buy another bottle of this. I was, like I said, given this sample. I wish I had the bottle with me right now because it's actually a really nice bottle to show. It's all black. If you haven't picked one up already, I highly recommend that you do. I don't believe that they're going to be making it anymore. I think that's it for now. So whatever is left is the max that they're going to make. So go pick up a bottle because it's probably not going to be available for much longer. I know that the LCBO has this for $100, $99.99 for the longest time. I think now they've bumped it to $100.20 because of regulations that have changed at the LCBO. That was an LCBO adjustment, not a Highland Park adjustment. So for about $100, I think it's a very good whiskey. It tastes like it's around 14 years old to me. I believe, I might be mistaken, but I believe it is about 14 years old. I'm gonna double check with Nick. I'll send him the link to this video and maybe he'll comment below on how old roughly he thinks it is, if he's been informed about the age of the whiskey. All right, but I would say that this is definitely older than 12 for the most part. There might be some 12-year-old or younger whiskey, but I would say that the majority of this no age statement is 14 in my opinion. I could be wrong. Okay, last taste. This is just a great overall everyday dram. A little bit of oakiness. You got that nice sherry finish, or sherried whiskey anyway. It's not finished. It's probably aged the entire life. I would assume that there's some bourbon barrels in there as well, but I could be wrong. If I had the bottle, I would know for sure. I didn't do a ton of research on this one, but I was just kind of going by taste. I know I liked it. I know even more now that I like it, so I would highly recommend you guys pick up a bottle. Kind of ranting a little bit today. I do have a big announcement. I don't know how big, but big enough. We're gonna go live for the first time on Friday, okay? We're gonna try our best to go live. And by we, I mean myself and Bubba and the Beard from Bubba and the Beard, and they're in the US. Okay, they're also whiskey reviewers. Myself, Bubba, and Beard, they go by their screen names, I guess you can call them. We're gonna try this week to see if we have the proper technology in place, and if we do, then we're gonna go ahead and do the live video around 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Friday. Okay, so stay tuned because I will let you guys know through Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and whatnot whether or not we're gonna do the live video. So I'll let you know. This is an A, by the way. I know I didn't say that, so that's an A for me. All right. Subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribers are growing. We're at about 1,300, just over 1,300 now. Hopefully in the My goal is to get to 3,000 by the end of this year. So obviously I need your help for that, guys. Let me know if there's anything that you guys would like to see in particular that you see on my desk over here. We're in works for an adjustment to the set. I'm thinking about putting up shelving, but I don't really want to take down my Game of Thrones picture, of course, so we'll see. I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you guys posted. That's an A. Next up, I haven't quite decided yet, but it's likely going to be something from the Balvenie line. All right, either the 17-year-old or the 30-year-old. Let me know which one you guys want to hear about the most. There's also a whole bunch of other things in here. Actually, sorry, I forgot. There's also the 15-year-old option. So probably something from the Balvenie line, but stay tuned and I'll let you guys know in the coming days, all right, through Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. I think I've ranted enough. I think I've said enough. Cheers, guys.